have an instinctive understanding of that, and if you're not threatened by the type of oppression that is unfolding in our society, you are asleep. You are blind. And I tell you now, this is the time to awaken to the New World Order. What's happening today is real and is a threat to every free-born person on this planet. Your water is being poisoned. Your food is being poisoned. Your air is being poisoned. A planetary dictatorial world government is openly being formed.
Simply to be a broker. There can't be that much profit for them.
No, this is not about making profit from weapons sales. It's about control.
Control the flow of weapons. Control the conflict.
No. The IBBC is a bank. Their objective isn't to control the conflict. It's to control the debt that the conflict produces. You see, the real value of a conflict, the true value, is in the debt that it creates. You control the debt, you control everything. You find this upsetting, yes? But this is the very essence of the banking industry. To make us all, whether we be nations or individuals, slaves to debt.
But perhaps this conference might like to think more about the Marshall Plan, which had been mooted and put forward very tentatively at the Denver conference. And perhaps this might be the keynote of what you have heard today and what perhaps you might like in some perhaps amended form to have put forward. At this conference, recognizing the needs to protect our ecological and environmental heritage within the concept of the World Wilderness Congress, World Wildlife Fund and all other bodies involved in the preservation of life on our planet, asked the Prime Minister of Norway, Right Honourable the Gro Harlem Brundtland, as one of the world's leaders of a greatly respected community, to be the promoter of this International Conservation Bank. By her Brundtland report, which has been widely circulated to world leaders, she could follow up this report with the recommendations to promote a second Marshall Plan, the third world debt relief, and finance for a stable development.
That's it, folks. Those three pronouncements have set in motion a one-world economic system, with the United Nations becoming the legislative Congress, the Royal Bank of Canada being the banker, the Federal Reserve of the world, and the dictators of the world being that hub of people in London. London is the creator of the ills of mankind, I have learned, and the Commonwealth countries are the ones that have done us in.
We are not revolutionaries. We are restorationists. We want to restore the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, and our republic for which it stands. We want to defeat and overturn the global governance structure that is using false flag terror, staged events as a pretext to go after the American people.
I have learned from the words of Yao Ming, who said, no matter whether you are new or an old team member, you need time to adjust to one another. Well, through the constructive meetings that we've already had and through this dialogue, I'm confident that we will meet Yao's standard. I want to acknowledge the remarkable American and Chinese leaders who will co-chair this effort. Hillary Clinton and Tim Geithner are two of my closest advisors, and they have both obtained extraordinary experience working with China. And I know that they will have extremely capable and committed Chinese counterparts in State Councilor Dai and Vice Premier Wang. Thank you very much for being here. I'm also looking forward to the confirmation of an outstanding U.S. ambassador to China, Governor John Huntsman, who is here today. John has deep experience living and working in Asia, and unlike me, he speaks fluent Mandarin Chinese. He also happens to be a Republican who co-chaired Senator McCain's campaign. And I think that demonstrates John's commitment to serving his country and the broad bipartisan support